Hey, good morning, people. It's Saturday because I didn't get home until like 6:30 last night. Quite frankly, I was a little beat up and tired. I spent a lot of time crawling around on the floor last week trying to get the new shop ready and everything, and I was just a little bit tired. So, for those of you that, sometimes need a little bit of a laugh, I got a few of those for you today. And then, of course, we're going to get into some more serious shit because we always do. It just seems to be the way it goes. So, I want to tell you guys when you have some work done around the house or around your shop or wherever, spend the money, hire professionals. The new shop has probably about 600 square feet of space above the office. So, someone in their infinite wisdom decided to put in some can lights and some ceiling fans in some of the offices. So, instead of running the wires under the floor, like through the joist, they just ran that shit everywhere, all along the top, so it's a huge tripping hazard. There's holes in the floor everywhere, and that's kind of a minefield. And then, you get some old bastard up there trying to lay flooring that's up and down and tired and dragging his sheet backwards. And this is what happens right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. That's a nice hole where you see if I got lucky, I went right through between the ceiling fan blades and it wasn't on, but yeah, that's a $400 drywall repair right there, is what it is. And mad props to the guy that did it because he was a pro and it came out looking amazing. You can't even tell that my foot went through the goddamn ceiling. And yeah, so props to that guy because he's a professional. I could have patched it, but you'd be able to see it for sure. I mean, I can do a lot of things. I can patch in a piece of drywall and tape it like nobody's business, but getting it textured and all that where it matches, mad props to the guy that did it. So there was that. That happened this week. That was fun. And just so you know, I got all the sheeting done without stepping through another hole. Now we have a solid floor upstairs, so that's cool. The other thing I saw this week, and try not to pay attention to the blue and pink stripes because we got some cheap ass printer cartridges here a while back, and they're not quite doing the job. This looks like some old I don't know, 70s wallpaper or something. But check out that sign right there. What does that say? Does that say gluten-free storage available? All right, somebody's going to have to explain what in the fuck is gluten-free storage? I mean, I understand gluten-free food. Everybody's become a pussy now. They can't handle wheat and they can't handle gluten and they can't handle this, that, and the other thing. And peanut butter kills a lot of people. And we didn't have all this when we were kids. I don't know where this peanut butter allergy and all that shit came up. But yeah, gluten-free storage. I actually took this picture. I stopped and took a picture of it by the Home Depot over on Thunderbird because I was a little confused by that and bewildered. So I thought maybe somebody could advise me on just exactly what the hell gluten-free storage is. So, I went out this morning and I had myself what I call the Dave. I was joking with one of the waitresses at my favorite spot the other day that to get everything that I want on one thing, it doesn't match up with a lot of their menu items. So I made a breakfast called the Dave, and it's fried potatoes with gravy, of course. Love that gravy. Some people disagree, but I don't agree. Love that gravy. So I had fried potatoes with gravy, 2 eggs over medium, 2 sausage patties, and some wheat toast. That's my breakfast for Dave. So anyway, I went out and I had that this morning. I was greeted at the door by the lovely Miss Jenna, who claims that on my videos, even though I don't think she probably politically agrees with everything I say, but she does say that I make her laugh at least once a day. So the lovely Miss Jenna greeted me at the door and gave me a seat by the counter so I didn't have to wait. And it's just kind of sad that there's some beautiful girls down there, but they're only like half as beautiful as they used to be because you can't see it. They smile with their eyes, luckily, so you can see that. But anyway, Jenna and the rest of the crew down there, you guys did a great job. Have a great weekend. Um, so it came to my attention. There's a lot of people that hate Trump and all that, and I've made no secret to the fact I love the guy. I've watched him do his thing for years and years and years, and it always makes me laugh. When somebody calls him a liar or a loser or any of that kind of crap. I'm like, the loser thing just makes me kind of laugh. We're gonna revert back to this. The dude's got a couple of $1 billion, and he's got one of these. Anybody else got one of these? No. So I love my wife too, but the guy's a billionaire with a supermodel wife. I don't think he's too upset about the people that are haters. He's just trying to do the best for the country, and he's doing it for free, which is more than I can say for some of those other assholes that I have pictures printed of over here. So anyway, we all know how much I love The Mask, and I just recently found out that someone I know who was adamant about the mask, wore the mask, kids wore the mask, everybody wore the mask everywhere they went. Boom, coronavirus. Mask doesn't do a goddamn thing, as we all say. So I ran onto this thing on the internet. I thought it might be helpful. You know how I like to do public service announcements, right? Well, here's how you fucking work that mask right here. You can see that. It shows you how you fold that thing up and you moisten it with some kind of lube. And, well, you can kind of ascertain for yourself what to do with that goddamn mask after that. Anybody needs more help, I'd be willing to email this to you. Just get a hold of me and I'll send you how to get rid of that mask. So you got that. Inevitably, we're going to have to talk about this shit, because it's kind of a burr in my ass personally. Anybody know who this girl is? Anybody? Nope. Probably not. You know why? Because the mainstream media doesn't say shit about that. She is DeJour Wilson. And she was shot and killed over the Labor Day weekend. And what does that say? Oh, yeah, she's the sixth child under 10 years old to be killed in Chicago since late June. And you know who didn't kill this girl? You know who didn't shoot her dead? Yeah, cops. That's who didn't shoot her dead. More specifically, white cops didn't shoot her. You know who shot her? You can guess who shot her in Chicago. And whoever did that, let's see, let's revert to the outrage meter. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Fuck that guy. Why do these people got to shoot kids? You're not furthering your cause much. I'm telling you right now, you're not really helping with my attitude towards you and feeling sorry for your cause. Although, I got to say, I did something that made me feel a little bit better about the way things are going the other day. I saw, of course, a black guy and resisting arrest, of course, because that's usually how this shit goes down. They're resisting arrest, doing something stupid, they get hurt, and everybody goes nuts, burns down businesses. It's fucking ignorant. So anyway, this guy's resisting arrest, starts beating up the cop, throws him on the ground, starts punching him. Out of nowhere comes about 6 black guys and just whooped his ass. Not the cop, the other guy. They threw him on the ground. Big dude had him down, just beating his ass. And the other guys, they like to get a little stompy. They were stomping the shit out of this dude while the other guy was holding him, waiting for the other police to arrive. So good job, guys. Way to support your community. That's how it gets done. If you guys would take care of the bullshit going on yourselves, then you wouldn't have so many police in your community. Less interaction means less problem. So, you know what? Props to you guys. Proud of you. Good job. I'm having a little trouble because, Antifa has decided to burn down the goddamn world. And they've been caught setting forests on fire now. Forests. You know what? I see one of you fuckers burning down some trees. You're going to burn down with them, I promise you, because I'm going to put a bullet in your ass where you can't walk, and I'm going to drag you out there in the fucking fire you just lit and watch you burn. See how you like it, because there's deer and all kinds of little animals that don't have any place to live now because your dickhead ass decided that you need to burn down a forest now, too. And what is wrong with you people? Do you really think you're helping your cause? We're going to go hunting in basements eventually and start dragging you fuckers out in the street. So you might want to calm down. I've said it before. I'm getting sick of it. So, I just want to talk about that this week. That's pretty much, let's go into the NFL. Let's talk about these bastards too. LeBron, we've already talked about. He's a shithead. That's a pretty much established fact. And the NBA and Major League Baseball and, of course, the NFL are just getting their ass handed to them in the ratings. And, I wonder how long it is before Nike, those stupid asses, I wonder how long it's going to take before they start dropping your shoe contracts because they can't afford to pay you anymore because people aren't buying their sneakers because they don't agree with your bullshit. What's going to happen there? Are you guys going to go out there and sacrifice your bodies for, I don't know, 30 grand a year like most other people? I think the national average for a household is $42,000 or something like that. Are you fuckers going to do that for $42,000? No, you're probably not. Because you're all a bunch of spoiled millionaires that think your opinion counts for something. Well, it really doesn't. I haven't watched a football game in 3 seasons, ever since Kaepernick put his knee on the ground and disrespected my country and my flag. And I don't give a shit about your First Amendment right and all that crap. They're burning down buildings because it's their First Amendment right, too, and I just don't agree. So, the NFL and the NBA and all them, they deserve exactly what they get. They deserve to come out and play to half-empty grandstands, or now, because of the Rona, empty grandstands, and that's fine with me. I hope you all lose your ass. I hope you wind up mowing the grass at the mansion next door to the mansion you used to live in because your loser ass couldn't keep your mouth shut. And, you're wearing, we're going to go through this again because it needs to be gone through. I saw Drew Brees, who at one point refused to kneel for the national anthem. Of course, he caved into pressure. Now he's got a rapist's name on top of his helmet. Yep, Jacob Blake. rapist, and everybody just can't wait to honor him. Kamala Harris, the ultimate choice for VP pick, because the country couldn't do any better than that stupid bitch. She actually told Jacob Blake that she was proud of him. Proud of him. Raped a 14-year-old girl. Like I said, he'd be wearing his balls for a necklace if that was my daughter that he did that to. But, so she's proud of him, and all the NFL, they've got his name on everything. Oh, everybody's all about Jacob Blake. Oh, he got shot in the back. Fuck that guy. Being paralyzed is going to make it a little bit more difficult for him to rape another underage girl, and I don't feel sorry for him, and I'm sorry if that makes me an asshole. It makes me an asshole. I don't really care. So there's that. But you know what? My question is, how would you like to be the 14-year-old girl that got raped by this asshole, and then turn on the TV, and here's the VP pick and the NFL, and they're wearing his name on their helmets and honoring this piece of shit? Really? And what happened to George Floyd? Oh, yeah, he didn't die from the cop on his neck. He died from a fentanyl overdose. Really? Oh, science. Sometimes we get, climate change. That's science. We're supposed to believe that. But this deal, no. It's all selective. It depends on what fits the narrative as to what we have to believe, like the goddamn mask. I was at a retired doctor's house this morning for a meeting, and he didn't have a mask on and didn't care if I had one on either. So I don't know what that tells you, but tells me that the whole thing's kind of horseshit. I'm not saying that the coronavirus isn't a real virus, but I'm just saying it's not quite as deadly as people think it is, because I've known several people that have had it that it's no big deal, and then a couple other people that wound up in the hospital. But again, underlying issues. So anyway, the lovely Miss Jenna told me that, as I said before, I make her laugh at least once a day. So hopefully she laughed at least once a day before things got serious, because, there's just some things that I have to get off my chest so I don't explode. So anyway, everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. I'm Dave. I'm out. I'll talk to you next week. Hopefully on Friday I'll get home a little earlier and do my video, but I was just too tired last night. So I'll try not to fall through any floors or any of that crap. You guys have a good weekend. I'm out.